Some excellent rounds today. The wrestling was really good. You shut down most of my smaller attacks, and I had to resort to my bigger throws and a single leg today. And then that really sick, I think it's called a kochigari or a kosotogari, just the little foot sweep for our plebeians. Just a nice foot sweep in the middle there. Slowed that one down for you. A lot of wrestling on the feet because you were shutting down most of my best attacks. My favorite grips weren't available, so I had to attack from farther away. And you actually read my ankle picks so well today that you were able to finish off of a couple of failed ankle picks. Be more wary about those in the future because I think I'll be able to attack them from a longer distance away than most of my usual throws, and it'll give me an option to enter and pull guard if I fail. Watch out for this foot sweep. I will be attempting it way more, mostly with an over tie that was with an inside tie, but it'll be a nice way to off balance that foot. I saw that from Owen Livesey, did it to Chris Weidman in the most recent Polaris, as well as it being Victoria Vortex is a wrestling lady from the States, her favorite foot sweep. So I'm going to be attacking that one way more. It's actually not that hard to time. I just need you in front of me a little bit and I pull on the back of your neck. So the Uchimata is coming up. I'm setting it up now. I thought there was a bigger moment for you to duck under and behind me, but I was able to put in that whizzer in too hard. So just to shut that down, you're going to want to punch up onto my shoulders or down into the single leg once that underhook is engaged. Or you can do what I like to do and clasp your hands over my head into an over-under lock, and that will make it very difficult for me to Uchimata you because you'll be square up with me. The guillotine was pretty tight here. I think if you were a tiny bit more aggressive in jumping and really committing to that guillotine as I grabbed your leg, I think I might have tapped there. It was really tight really quickly, and so I had to really strip that. I was being very careful about that. I would have rather escaped the headlock than taken you to the ground at that point. So there was a moment maybe where you could have hip heisted up, but really tight guillotine. So one thing that I'm going to be doing a little more is attacking the foot locks and heel hooks off of your De La Riva hook on my right side. So sometimes you put that deep De La Riva hook in, and I'm just gonna suck in your knee and backstep a little bit because you're already kind of side on into 411. It's actually very quick into 411 from there. So the thing that helps is my left arm controlling the rotation of your leg. You're able to escape your toes, but because I'm able to lock the rotation and the position, I'm able to finish. This was just an absurdly amazing read by you. I twitch, and then you read that immediately, and you knew I was going for the ankle pick, and you read it beautifully just to get to my back. Just strategy at its finest. You saw me twitch, and you saw my eyes go down to your ankle, and you knew exactly what I was going for. Just awesome work. Dude, sick detail, putting your hand behind your head. I didn't see that. That's a sick detail to tighten your me to your chest and you can finish one-handed. Oh my goodness, that's a sick detail. And then the interception of my hand right with your elbow, just denying that underhook. Even though I was coming in hard and fast, you denied it right away and I had to retreat because I knew the way was closed. Man, I can get some people with that hard punching of the left underhook, but now you can block it with your elbow. I got to be super careful. Just great timing of the guillotine escape and then right into an attack. That's why I like Nogi. Everything's vulnerable. Some of the finest passing work of the day. You really shut down my shin to shin here. I maybe should have inverted a little more to go for that 411 on the far side, but the leg positioning is good, and even though I'm able to get to a good position on the other side with a single leg X, just a nice little float, and then getting away from me a little bit to put pressure underneath my ankles and up and around. Just perfectly timed, and then you knew how I was going to try and recover from these bad positions. Just great work. The real key here is you kept switching sides on me. You threatened one way and then the other way, so I couldn't adjust. I thought you were going to go around to my right side, but you threaded your legs to this side, so you actually caught me by surprise by going in the direction that I wasn't compensating for. Just excellent reading, back and forth motion. I mean, that's the most powerful kind of passing, like the back and forth. Like, it's really hard to stop. So what happened here is a leg pummeling battle that I lost. If I was able to get some sort of butterfly frames or an effective half guard, I would have really stretched you out and attacked that arm with an arm bar. But you were able to pummel your legs to a better position so nicely. And especially because you're working with gravity and I'm working against it, you're able to float and get beyond my legs just really easily. So I'm in a bad spot here. Yeah, I can just see in these clips my ankle pick timing is off actually. I'm going down as you're going away from me. I need to start going down as you're coming towards me, or else that ankle pick is going to get shut down every time. So the strategy for passing is going to be a lot of foot locks and then dog bars, and then looking for body locks and cross face underhooks. Passing the half guard I think is going to be the most consistent way to get through the guard, especially in no-gi. Just excellent guard work here though, and getting that butterfly hook in, and then I have to concede the sweep or else you're going to armbar me. It's a tough position to be in on top to get that arm trapped and have a butterfly hook in. So with your leg dexterity and recovering into butterfly guard, it's going to be really hard to pass your guard. So this is the way that I can use gravity in these passing positions. By stacking onto your hips and putting pressure down onto your hips, they're less mobile. And the leg pummeling is good, but I can just wrap your legs a little bit better with my arms. And then from here, I focus on getting down the knees and then elevating your knees, because as your knees elevate, your hip goes onto the ground, and then I just swim up. So this is what I mean about blocking one side and forcing you to either stay here and get committed to this side or turn away from me. It's really hard to regard here because I have my knee in between your hips, so you can't really fit anything in between. And so at this point, it's just waiting for either you to turn away from me or I get into an arm triangle position. But the one thing that we worked on this week and you were able to attack that I have to be really careful of is that Kimura. People have been throwing over that Kimura after getting that single hand grip, and it's not a bad move. It locks in the position and I really have to address it. The nice thing about being confident in your guard is you can do these ridiculous takedown attempts and recover and still play a good game. Great read here, yeah. In these kinds of scenarios, a good inversion and making sure your hips get into deep into my leg pockets is gonna make sure you can attack heel hooks. Just really good work recognizing that I wasn't standing up. If I had stood up here, I would have been able to get away from your leg locks a little bit, but me being lazy and going for leg locks on my own put me in a bad spot here. Just an extra bit of pummeling and then a great leg locking position. Excellent pummeling into a good leg locking position. I was just really trying to get out here. You're in such a good spot. And then the best technique of the day. I love how you set this up. Make sure I'm off balanced. I grab your hand so you use it. Just beautiful. Tap, tap. snap me down, and as I pull away from you, just a little pull on the ankle, a little push on the collar tie, and I fall over. Just great work. If your knees are together anywhere near my arms, I will wrap them and I will take you to the ground, double leg style. It's just a really natural rugby thing for me to do. And then this is the thing that I really have to pay attention to is the Kimura from half guard. It is a solid move. I have to be careful about it. Maybe I'll look up some reversals so that if you do that to me, it'll be a dangerous position, but it's a solid option that people have gotten on me, so I've got to be careful about that. Really good work today. Really good work this week. Sick takedown. Have a great week. I'll see you for some more Nogi next week.